Are you a Christian or gospel bass player and you struggle with what to play? Now, here's what I mean. You can play the songs when they give you the songs from week to week, but when you get into a church setting or, you're out playing these songs live, sometimes the songs feel like they're lacking something. I mean, you're playing the right notes, but it's lacking something. And you hear another bass player that's a little bit more advanced than you are, and they play the same song and it has so much more oomph to it, and you want to know what they are doing or what they would do over a particular song. Well, today I want to take our time and show you what I would do in that type of situation, and hopefully I can give you some type of insight moving forward so you'll know exactly what to do in certain situations. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're jumping right into this lesson, and I'm going to be taking a backing track from my Straight Gospel 2 bass jam pack. I'll put a link at the in the description and at the end of this video if you're interested in grabbing it. And by the way, I am breaking down what I'm playing. This particular lesson, I'm not going to break down the whole groove. I'm just going to show you some ideas of what I would play. So if you want to know more about that, just hang around to the end of the video. Okay, so this song is in the key of C sharp, and it's called So Thankful. It's just a groove that I put together that feels a little bit more like a gospel choir type song. And it'll be one of those songs that's moving a lot, but we don't necessarily know what to play if we're not used to playing this type of stuff. So let me play through it a few times and give you a feel for the song. All right, so you can hear the feel of the song, and what you can tell right off the bat that it has a really, really nice bounce to the groove. Now, this song is in the key of C sharp major. And it's one of those songs that you got to have a lot of fun when you're doing this. And it's one of the songs you can't just play it plain Jane. And so what I wanted to do is show you what I would do in a song like this. So what you hear me doing at the beginning, I'm trying to make sure that that groove feels good. So out of the gate, so we're going 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5, 3, and we keep going at 6, 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, and then we walk up to the 1. Then we go to the 4, 6. So it's pivoting back and forth from the 4 to the 6. All right, and so my biggest thing as I'm playing, I'm paying attention to what that groove is doing, and I want to make sure that my bass rhythm, especially in my right hand, matches what that groove is doing. So let's listen to the first half of the song, just listening to get context for what I would do there. So the first thing I'm paying attention to when I'm approaching songs like this, I'm paying attention to, number one, how the song is moving in terms of what's the progression of the song. We got that already down pat. I know where the song is going, but I'm paying attention in particular to how is my drummer playing this song. He has a nice groove that he's laying down. So I'm paying attention and I'm locking all that rhythmic stuff in my head. Now I will challenge you bass players, as you advance on that instrument, it's going to be critical and crucial that you learn how to really, really lock. If you haven't already done this, learn how to really lock with the drummer. It's not enough to just play, on the 1 and the 3, or the 1, the 2, and the 4. All of the things that's happening in between, find some type of way to not necessarily play all of that stuff, but to complement it. So if I'm playing it, So notice the way that I'm playing it has a little bit more of a bounce and slight swing to it. And that's a tip I will give you. Sing the bass line, the rhythmic stuff that you want to hear after listening to the drums. So let's listen again to the drums in context. All right, let's slow it down in our minds. Boom, 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 like, and you might have to slow that down and get used to singing rhythms. I know I sound silly, but you got to get used to singing rhythms because you want to hear the subdivisions. That's the main point I'm trying to get to. You want to hear the subdivisions in order to know what to play, because a lot of cats are asking me, man, how do you know to do this, that? I'm listening to the subdivisions and deciding how I'm going to groove it based on the subdivisions. So if I slow it down, notice I'm singing more than I'm playing. I'm just establishing where the root notes are. So I want to figure out now with my right hand, how can I match some of this stuff I'm doing with my mouth? So now I'm matching those same rhythms that you heard me sing at a slow tempo. Now I might not do all of that stuff at a fast tempo, but it's giving me an outline. So and notice what I'm not doing with my octaves and stuff. I'm not playing all those notes really long. Is if I'm singing them, boom, boom, in essence, what I'm doing is I'm learning the drum part on the bass. And I want you to hear me clear. I'm not playing all of that in the song, but when I have the context for what the drummer is doing, it's gonna show me what I have, what I have available to me. Now I can add and take away to that as I so choose. So now I can switch up my rhythm now that I know what the drummer is doing and play around it. So if he's going boom, so if he's doing that, I can go if I want to do that rhythm. Right? So now it feels a little different. So now let's put that little bit in the context of the groove. And I also want to make a point for you guys. You don't have to play every note on the fretboard in order for it to feel good, because feel is based on how the song feels, just like it sounds. And if you're just so particular about playing every single note, then sometimes you can lose the feel trying to perfect every single note. Now, I will say all the notes matter, like in terms of the root and all that kind of stuff, making sure you're going to the right thing. But sometimes you can kind of let certain things slide when it feels really good, because it's more based on the feel of the song having that little bounce to it, and making sure that groove feels right. Now, if the finger thing doesn't work for you, playing it out like that, like I was doing it, you can also thump it out. So now I'm sliding into those notes instead of going straight to them. So and sliding out of the notes too kind of gives it that extra effect that you want sometimes as well. So So that kind of thing, so you can use your thumping and your plucking. So the thing about it, you just want to keep in mind what that drummer is doing. So you basically, you want to compliment that drummer on a song like that. Not be in his way playing what he's playing, but do know what he's playing. And the reason why I was telling you guys that at the beginning, because it really helps you to develop your rhythmic chops on the bass. And so when you know what he's playing, you can play around him. You can kind of know to stay out of the way. Okay, I know that's there. I can go around it. So it helps to give you boundaries, or helps to give you a good outline of what to play. All right, so another thing that I would do in a groove like this is figuring out how to break up the monotony in what I'm playing. I don't want to play the same thing over every single time, nor do I want to take away from the groove. So if we're going 6, 2, 5, back to the 3. I want to find some other type of ways to get around to that different progression. So what I might do is something like take a walk down, just a regular major walk down. 1, 7, 6, 5. Now here's the funny one. Flat 5, 2, 1, 6, 5. So it sounds like this. And if some of you gospel heads recognize that, we can literally steal from another song. That's the same walk down that they do on the Hezekiah Walker, Wonderful Is Your Name. So same walk down, but we can stick it in here. All right, so I'll show it to you in context. Here. All right, so you heard it there. Let's do it one more time. So the thing that you're hearing is I'm taking that walk down, and I want to work on style, how I do something. It's not enough to just play the notes. You're like, you got to do it with a certain style. And I might get out of it with that instead of just going straight to the So that little thing there. I want all of it to feel good. I want it to sound like a complete phrase. So when you do a walk down like, so I'm literally taking the same stuff and just kind of having some little trills and stuff here and there. So on that 5, I'm walking from that 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7. Back to the 6. That's what I'm doing there. But notice the way that I'm kind of bouncing on the note above it. So I'll do it slow. Right? So let's do it one more time, really slow. Right? And if you need to get it slower than that, just hit the settings function at the bottom of this video and it'll allow you to slow the video down. Okay, so anyway, those are some things that I would do over the song, guys. And it's just, if you want more of this song in terms of broke down, just in terms of getting the full progression of the song, I encourage you to check out the Straight Gospel Volume 2. I'm not trying to do a commercial for this song, but I just want to let you know, because I'll get questions if I don't in the comment section, like, where's that track and can we get the track? Yes, absolutely, you can get the track. The name of the track is So Thankful. Before I jump out of here, I've been getting questions lately about my gear, and I haven't really made mention of a lot of things that I use. So if you guys are new to me, you might not know about the different gear that I use. I won't mention everything that I use in this particular video, but I will make mention of one company that I use for sure, Pig Hog cables. I've been rocking with Pig Hog cables for some time now, and they make stellar cables, just really, really great cables. I've been using them for years, but the reason why I want to mention these cables in particular, they sent me these cables, and it's like a retro vibe to it. I remember getting started a long time ago. I've been around for a while, but these cables are some of the type of cables that I used to use when I was first getting started. And so when I saw them on the site, I'm like, oh man, let me get one of the, I don't know why, I guess it was more nostalgic than anything, but I wanted to check out, let me find the name of them. They're called the half coil. And you guys have seen these cables before, I'm sure, but you hadn't seen them by Pig Hog. I mean, these joints are like solid. Like you're not gonna mess these cables up. They're really super solid, you know, where you got the ones that we've all seen, the cheap cables like this, and they, you know, they break easily, or you plug it up and have all the static and all that kind of stuff. Well, you don't have that going on with Pig Hog cables. This here is a right angle cable. This is actually a 30-foot, and I love the packaging that it comes in too. But again, it's called the half coil. If you want to go on pighog.com and check out this cable, there's a QR code here. I don't know how well you can see it. If you can see it, simply scan that QR code and it'll take you right to that cable. But man, this is solid. I can't wait to start using this cable. I hadn't already plugged it in because I didn't want to unplug and run back to my base. Also, they sent me these cool magnets, and these are called magnet cable loops. And what they do is they help you to organize your cables. So say for instance, if I wanted to just kind of wrap this cable up, of course I would do it not on this half coil because this is much thicker cable, but this is all you do. Right there, and it's locked, and you can literally put it on something, stick it to the grill of your amp or something like that. But it kind of keeps everything tight. It's more ideal, honestly, if you're just wrapping your cables up, put them in your bag, so you're not just having to do the little loop-de-loop with your cable. You're just wrapping them up and you're sticking them in your bag. So again, this is the magnet cable loop, just a really simple something other to wrap up your cable if you just want something simple to help put your cables away. So I just wanted to make mention of that before I got off of this video. I hope that you guys have found tons of value in this video, and not only that, I wanted to make something available for you at the end of this video. If you're enjoying these gospel videos and these breakdowns and that kind of thing, I have a special thing that I want to give you. I'm going to give you one of my songs from one of my jam packs, including the sheet music, including the backing track, and just for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you didn't watch all the way to the end, you don't know about this. But just for you guys hanging around all the way to the end of this video, I want to give you a special gift. So check the box somewhere up here and claim that. No gimmicks, no tricks or nothing like that. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you this breakdown. I'm giving you this lesson and this backing track that feels a lot like this, so you can jam out to for yourself. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'll see you. Peace.